guys, welcome to Stitching It. My name is Stephanie, and tonight I'm going to be trying something a little bit new to me anyway, which is a WIP&chat. And that is where I'm going to be working on my diamond painting and talking a little bit with you, and hopefully having a little bit of fun. So first I just want to show you the painting that I'm working on. This is one that I got for Christmas. I was originally planning to work on my Christmas diamond painting, but after Christmas Day I was ready to be finished with Christmas. So this is one that my daughter gave me for Christmas, and it was a Black Friday release from Diamond Art Club, and it's by Lori Prindle, the artist, and it's called Silver Ghost 2, I guess is what it is. Silver Ghost the second? I don't know. Silver Ghost 2. And it is a round painting. And so far it's a beautiful canvas so far. I'm just trying to show what I can of it before I zoom in. But I love how the horse is just coming out of the shadows. And so far the details, I thought was a little bit of glare on the plastic, but it's going to be really pretty with the blues and stuff like that. So let me just zoom in here a little bit. It's a little bit better. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Ours was pretty quiet, and we didn't, it wasn't a big Christmas or anything like that. So the kids seem to enjoy it. My kids have gone to their grandmother's house, so that's how I had some extra time to sit down with you guys. And I've been working on my diamond painting today. But let's see now, I think I'm pretty much finished with this. I've been organizing this painting into baggies, okay? Partly is because I'm just running out of kits, and I'm unwilling to buy any more, kits with bottles. I do like to start diamond paintings pretty frequently. So, baggies are a great option. This one is only 27 colors. I don't know if I mentioned that. So, I had gotten these, this baggie system from Amazon. I'll show it to you if you're interested in a few minutes, but it came with like 200 different types of baggies that can go on rings, and that came with the rings too, and labels, and it's just pretty easy. Like I said, when you don't have too many colors, or it's not very large painting, yeah, it's easy to start a painting pretty quickly. This is not as organized as I normally start it. I literally just started peeling back the paper, the plastic paper, and working on it. And as I was going along, I started kitting it up in little baggies. And I still have a few left over. They're, still extra colors, bags, the extra bags here. And another thing that I've really needed since I started this was, since they're dark colors, browns and blues and, black, of course, those are colors that tend to stick together. And so I have this pill bottle with a quarter inside. And when I have drills that are stuck together, you put it in there with this and shake it really hard. And it seems to really separate the drills really well and takes care of that whatsoever without damaging them, So that's why that's out here. I'm just explaining. I still have my scissors out here because if I get through some of these bags, I'll replace the ones in the baggies with that. That's just extra. And before I start, I guess I'll show you my pins too. These are both from my favorite pin maker on Etsy, and the shop is called Diamond Pin Pal, and they make flat sides, one flat side. So not only does it keep the pin from rolling off your table, it's just a grip thing. I started using it, and I really like, the flat side and being able to find my grip really quickly and without, what I mean? If it's round, especially with the multi-placer, I kind of have the multi-placer angled within you know, it's easier to turn and manipulate. I don't know. I just like it. So this is a single placer and a 6 placer. They're everlasting tips on these particular ones. This is my favorite set, and they just happen to match. They just happen to match the painting. So this has a 2 placer. The 2 placer is my favorite. Okay. I think that even if, you know, if you can place one kind at each time, what I'm saying is the less you go back and forth, the less strain your arm will experience and stuff like that. So that's what I like about the 2 placer. It's good for filling in. And then I think this is a 9 placer on the end of this one. So that's what I'm working with. I'm expecting this painting to go pretty quickly. I know I haven't even started yet since we've been here, but I'm expecting it to go pretty quickly because it is a round, like I said, and it's only 27 colors, and it's not huge. It's 27 by 22 inches. So I'm hoping to just make it through it so I can go on to something else. But I thought it would be a good after, you know, the Christmas painting I was working on was really difficult and time consuming. And then before that I was working on a Thanksgiving one, which again was a lot of colors and a very large painting and square at that. So the round is a nice break. That's a long way of saying that. So if you stuck through that, I think we're gonna have a good time. And those are my birds. They're in the next room, and I don't know what that was about. But anyway, I'm gonna look for my first symbol that I wanna do, which is gonna be number 22. There it is. It's gonna be 3371. So basically for this method, you flip through in numerical order. That's why it could be pretty tricky, I think, if you were working with a lot of confetti or with a lot of colors in this, using this method with these baggies on a ring. But if you're not, and you're just speeding through some color blocking and stuff, you know, I think it's a good one to try. But I'll put more information about these baggies, if you're interested in them, in the description box. Let me just check out, okay. Yeah, you can pretty much see everything, so. Okay, well, I'm working on this L symbol that's in here. And yes, so Christmas is over now. I hope you guys got some nice things and made some good memories, which is more important. When I diamond paint, what I like about diamond painting as opposed to cross stitching, because that was my original craft that I just really connected with, was cross stitching. And what is hard about cross stitching and what I like about diamond painting, what makes it a little bit different, is in cross stitch you have to be really mindful about where the thread travels, especially on the back. And so you can't necessarily just jump around, okay? And so you have to maintain your cross stitching attention span pretty well, okay? In order to accomplish what you're trying to do, especially if you were doing full coverage like this. You know, if what I'm saying, if this was the same image was made into a cross stitch pattern, which I'm sure it has been, okay? And what I like about diamond painting is, if you see right here, I'm bouncing around. There's a section of the L symbol over here, and there's a section of the L symbol over here. So basically, as I get tired in my mind of one or the other, I can switch, and it helps keep my, you know, you couldn't do that with cross stitch because it would leave too many trails of thread behind. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that when I'm into diamond painting, that's one of the things that I really like about it, is the ability to jump around within a section. Like, there's some people that like to go over the whole piece, and I don't know, it's called cross-country stitching. I'm not sure. Color completing, I think, is what they would call it. But right now I'm just going through with my two-placer, because that is my favorite one to use, is the two-placer, okay? It has the best combination to me of detail, fixing in these, and yeah, it just it shaves off ever so much time on single placing. And I go back, if I miss and I can't pick up, helps me maintain a rhythm better. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm getting a good start to this. I might actually. Now see, normally when I diamond paint, okay, this is mostly a landscape, so I have been kind of anal, like organized, I shouldn't say anal, I should say organized in such a fashion that when I'm doing a landscape, I peel the paper off. I always start in the bottom right corner for some reason, but I normally peel off the entire side and do a column at a time. But this time I just started peeling it off diagonally for whatever reason, because I was in a hurry and I just wanted to start diamond painting and wasn't sure if it would stick, you know, because that's what I'm saying. I like to start diamond paintings and things like that, and cross stitch projects. But sometimes I am attracted to, mostly I'm attracted to the image, but if I can't see like the finish in mind, does that make sense? If I can't see how it's gonna come together, how I can get it done, what I'm gonna do with it when I'm done, I stall on the project. I start it and I don't work it to completion, okay? If I have a good idea of what I want to do with it when I'm done, or if it's maybe a gift, or I know how I want to frame it, or whatever it is, you know, I can get through it in a very quickly amount of time, you know. So it's hard to explain my creative process. All I know is I fail at some projects, fail to complete them, okay? And sometimes it's because it's older, not inferior product, I guess I would describe it. You know, like I went to another brand besides Diamond Art Club, and I was shocked at the low quality of the diamonds and the difficulty to read the symbols on the chart. You know, it was just like, how am I supposed to work on this or enjoy working on this? You know, so part of it is that, like literally being able to enjoy it because it's good quality. But, hold on, okay. And then part of it is just where, like the last cross-stitch project I finished, I didn't plan to start it, but once I started it, I saw it all the way. I stitched it in a week, and then it wasn't very large, of course, and then I FFO'd it like immediately after that, and it gave me a tremendous a tremendous or immense amount of satisfaction, because I followed through on it, and it wasn't just something I started and couldn't see through, you know? So I'm trying to know my style better and try to fail less. And when I'm saying fail, it's not like I could ever not do it, but I just run out of interest, like caring about it at all, and something else comes along. And I'm really, if I'm being honest with you guys, if this is some sort of reflection session, especially coming to the end of 2022, I'm really kind of meeting a diamond painting stash, like maximum, you know, like at the maximum that I can comfortably hold. So I don't want to just keep purchasing. I want to finish, because I just got one diamond painting framed for Christmas, and I love it. I mean, I just love it so much. I would love to have more diamond paintings framed, you know, but it's very expensive. But I just like the framed look. I really do, especially if I'm going to spend so much time working on something. I want it protected under a frame. You know what I mean? So I am kind of like, I'm just trying to finish stuff and frame stuff as much as I can. And that's just me. Okay? So this one, I don't know. I was thinking even that I might try using stretcher bars for this one, because I haven't tried the stretcher bars yet, where you wrap it around like a canvas. And this is a horse. It might look, I'm saying it might look nice on stretcher bars. I don't necessarily see this, oh, it has to be framed, because it's not, you know, it is a round. We'll see how it looks when it's finished. I think it's going to look good, but it's not going to look incredibly detailed. I mean, it's a round, and it's only, you know, so it's still going to look good. I think it's more about the colors sometimes than trying to be like, oh, as detailed as an image as you can get. You know, you want to see just colors and sparkle, basically. So I've got some plans for the new year, or at least I'm trying to get around to sharing them. I think I'm going to share them more, because like I said, this is a WIP&chat, and I would also like to do a stitch with me, okay? And I was thinking I was going to talk more about my plans for the new year in that one, as far as stitching is concerned, because diamond painting, you can kind of make stuff through it. You can make it through the year without having real plans, you know, because it only takes, I don't want to say a fraction of the time, but a reduced amount of time compared to stitching, I think, to finish a project under a large project, you know. But with stitching, since it takes so much longer, you kind of, and the materials are harder to come by, and you have to get them, you know, from the internet, that you kind of do have to make plans, like what you want to do, what your theme is for the year. And let's see, last year I was in a group called No New Starts, and I wasn't too successful at that over the year, of course, but they've since changed their name to Work Your WIPs, and No New Starts is just one of the streams basically that you can follow. And so I didn't start anything yet. I'm trying to come up with, it's basically going to be a continuation of last year. I'm going to streamline my WIP Go again. I finished several projects off my WIP Go board. If you don't know what that is, WIP Go is like bingo for stitching, okay? By Jessie Marie Does Stuff. You can look it up if you're interested. But, yeah, see, now I'm talking about it. Anyway, for diamond painting, I want to follow along. There was somebody who's going to start a stash busting event. And I would like to do stuff like that because, like I said, I've been told by certain members of my family that I have enough diamond paintings. I don't need any more diamond paintings. And they're probably true. They didn't say, oh, you don't want more diamond paintings. You don't want, so, but I don't need, I have enough to last me, so I'm just trying to work through the ones I have, okay? Now, whether or not I'm going to come up with some kind of system to do this, that is what I'm here to discuss, not anything about cross stitch, because I'm going to save that, like I said, for my Stitch With Me, okay? So, yes, it's going to be exciting, I think. 2023. I don't know. We've had some weird years here recently, I think. This year, my eldest went to college and my youngest started kindergarten. So it's been a big adjustment for me because I decided to get a part-time job, and I graduated. I would say I graduated from my first job, and I got a better second job, and that's where I'm at right now. And I'm just saying it's in retail, and it's tough to do retail during the holidays, okay? And I've been very busy, and I feel like I didn't get to see my kids as much as I wanted to. And yeah, I just feel like I've been working, but that's really what's important this year for my family, I guess. So, I'm hoping next year I'll be more skilled, I don't know, at working. I mean, balancing work and then whatever we've got going on at home, but I was glad to, it has cut into my crafting hours is what I'm saying, because even when I'm home, I don't necessarily feel like diamond painting or crafting all the time. Like I need more rest, so that part is hard too. And I miss it. I miss being able to work on projects at will, and it made me consider, how many projects I have. And yeah, since I'm working, I don't want to just spend all my money, I'm getting older. I got to start thinking about the future as much as possible, and who knows what's going to go on with that, just because the cost of everything is like extraordinarily expensive right now. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy the diamond paintings I have, okay? And this, I don't know how long this video is getting. Let me just look. Okay, so I'm at 25 minutes right now, and I really wanted to stick to less than 30 minutes because that is all I've got on my attention span, basically, at any given time. I like to flip around videos, and it's hard for me to concentrate on the longer videos that are like an hour. And I don't want to miss anything. And it's hard enough to keep track of all the videos all the time anyway. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. So I'm going to get ready to let you go now. I thank you if you've been watching, because this is my first attempt at a diamond chat. And I thought it was fun. I don't know if I would do them. Let me know if you liked it and if you would like to see more WIP&chats, or you know, don't forget to like. And I'll see you guys in a little bit for a stitch with me, okay? I'm planning to film that one tomorrow, and yes, we'll talk a little bit more about cross stitching and 2023 plans tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.